Hi everyone, and welcome to Automation Fair, live here in Chicago. We're excited to talk with you today about motor starting technology. I'm Gwen Peters, Director of Innovation and User Experience at Rockwell Automation, and I am joined by Jonathan Cush, who's the Commercial Marketing Manager, also at Rockwell Automation.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Well, for those of you joining the live stream, please be sure to use the comments to ask us your questions about motor starting technology. We're going to jump right in, Jonathan.
Sounds good.
There are a million ways to start a motor. What is unique about the way the M100 motor starter does it?
Yeah, so I'll start by saying one thing that we know and that we know our customers feel is that panel space is a valuable resource. One thing we also know is that oftentimes when it comes to new products or new technologies, our customers will hesitate to implement them simply because it can be time consuming to install them. It can be complicated to redesign your entire panel footprint. Also, oftentimes with new technologies, what you'll find is that you're sacrificing some of that valuable space. So the M100 is a new type of electronic motor starter that basically incorporates the functionality of both a contactor and an overload in the same form factor. It's a highly efficient and compact solution designed to streamline motor control. Like I said, it's got that functionality all within the same size unit, and it allows customers to optimize their panel space without compromising performance. So if you compare it to a conventional 2 or 3 component starter, the M100 offers the same type of functionality in a smaller footprint, and also offers fully rated zero stack capability to allow you to really optimize that valuable panel space. So the design is straightforward. I've got one right here in front of me. It includes these removable terminal blocks that make it really incredibly easy to install the solution as well.
We've packed a lot of benefits for panel builders into the M100. Let's talk about the enabling technology on the inside.
Sure.
So the switching action we call point-on-wave, and it has earned Rockwell over 40 patents.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about that technology?
Yeah, so point-on-wave is a proprietary technology that was developed alongside of the M100. This is a switching technology, and what we know is that in any motor control application, consistent timing is critical. So point-on-wave technology enables precise control of the electrical load by triggering that switching at a specific point in the waveform. So what that does is it reduces electrical stress on the component, minimizes arc energy, and decreases electromagnetical interference. So what happens then is less stress and less interference equals less wear and tear physically on the component itself. So what you're going to see with the M100 is it's a solution that's designed to have a long lifespan and be incredibly energy efficient compared to more traditional starters.
It's fascinating, right?
Yeah. Oh, and apologies, there's more. So point-on-wave also allows us to implement the zero stack technology. Zero stacking basically says that we can install the M100 side by side in a control panel to further reduce the footprint of that motor starter. Zero stacking is not a new concept by any means, but traditionally, when you're installing components, the closer you put them together within that control panel, the more you're going to see a drop-off in terms of thermal performance. So with the M100, it has actually been designed so that it can be zero stacked, installed side by side, without that reduction in performance. And no derating up to 55 degrees Celsius. So it's a reliable component, it's built to last, and it offers precise monitoring in a small confined space, which we know is invaluable to our customers.
Impressive technology
Yes.
and big benefits for the panel builders. We've talked about the space savings for panel builders, but there's also wiring savings.
Yes.
Will you tell us about that?
Yes. So hopefully everybody watching or listening in does have the opportunity to join us here at Automation Fair and gets a chance to get out on the show floor and see some of these products in action. If not, I'll invite everybody to visit our website. We've got a lot of great information available on the M100. And I say that because in the literature, we've got a really good, fairly basic, straightforward example of an application where it basically compares a traditional motor starter setup to one that incorporates the M100 and the space and the wiring savings involved with it. In that application, it's a safety application. So what you'll see is 4 safety contactors, 6 motor protection circuit breakers, up to 9 standard contactors. And then if you take that and replace it with the M100, the safety version of the M100, you are immediately eliminating the need for those 4 safety contactors. You still have your 6 motor protection circuit breakers, and you're also eliminating a number of the standard contactors. So you're essentially left with 6 circuit breakers and 6 M100s. It's difficult to illustrate here, but hopefully if you see a diagram or if you can picture it at home, the wiring savings is immediately evident when you're automatically removing 7 components from that equation. And the space savings, we talked about zero stacking. Once you're installing those M100s together like that, you're essentially left with a big open space where you would previously need to have that reserved for more traditional components. Furthermore, if you were to take that same example and instead of the 2 component setup that I described, have a 3 component where you've got safety contactors, circuit breakers, standard contactors, but you're also including separate overload protection. We talked about the fact that the M100 includes the capabilities of a contactor and an overload. So you're automatically removing those overload relays. So you're increasing the number of components you're eliminating and increasing the wiring and the space savings involved there.
Big benefits,
Yes,
so space savings,
yes.
wiring savings. This also translates to better first pass tests, right? Because
Correct.
we know in test data, sometimes 80% of problems in tests are attributed to wiring. So
Correct,
less wiring,
correct,
better test results. Jonathan, this is just part of a whole suite of products and services we have for panel optimization. Can you tell us about the rest of those?
Sure. So at Rockwell, we pride ourselves on being a full solution provider for all of our customers' motor starting, industrial components, sensing, and safety needs. We've got what we call our full branch motor control and protection solution, which is basically all of Rockwell's 2 and 3 component starters and their accessories. So this is products like the 100C and 100E contactors, E100 overload relays, 140MT motor protection circuit breakers, and the M100 that we've been sitting here discussing. All of these products have been designed and tested together to ensure they meet Rockwell's quality standards. The further result of that is that it makes for very easy product selection for our customers while providing full global short circuit coordinated protection and meeting all the global compliance standards.
Thank you so much for sharing this information with us today, Jonathan.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you being
Absolutely.
here.
Yeah.
If any of you have questions about our other panel space savings solutions or wiring saving solutions, please put your comments into the chat and we'll respond to you. There's more information as well on our website. Thank you for joining this live stream today. It's been a pleasure. Signing out from Automation Fair. Have a good night.
Thank you.